They also said he celebrated both Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Kabir consistently with people in his immediate community. One of the residents, Ashiru Yusuf, said that Buhari was trustworthy, honest, and showed concern for people. He said, and I quote, "Most of the times we visited him at home for issues like politics. Whenever it was time for prayers, the meeting must be stopped until after the prayer. People are eyewitnesses that never he was in Daura. He also observed Friday prayer in congregation every week throughout his stay in the town." End of quote. On his part, the world head of Damoko, Buhari's birthplace, Nasiru Ahmad, who is also the Sakin Fulani of Damoko, say that Buhari lived with their fathers in peace and respect in spite of his social standing. The story is on the Punch newspaper. You can get details of the story there. Katsina residents hail Buhari's faith humility. Still bringing you stories from the Punch newspaper. National Assembly suspends plenary in honor of fallen ex-presidents. The National Assembly has suspended all legislative activities in honor of former President Muhammadu Buhari, who passed away on Sunday in London at the age of 82. In a statement signed by the clerk to the National Assembly, Kamoru Ogunlano, the Senate President and Speaker of the House of Representatives, directed the suspension of plenary sessions and all related activities until Tuesday, July 2022. According to the statement, the decision was made to pay tribute to Buhari's legacy of integrity and dedicated service to the nation. Lawmakers have also been encouraged to adjust their schedules to participate in the late president's burial rites. The leadership extended condolences to President Bola Amin Tinubu, the Buhari family, the government and people of Katsina State and Nigerians at large. Senate leader Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele paid tribute to Buhari and the late Awujale of Ijebuland, Obasikiru Adetono, describing both as steadfast champions of national unity and moral leadership. In a statement issued in Abuja on Monday, Bamidele said the death of Buhari and Oba Adetono, both of whom passed on July 13, mark the loss of two towering figures in Nigeria's political and traditional spheres. The story is on the Punch newspaper this morning. National Assembly suspends plenary in honor of fallen ex-president. Fresh subsidy removal necessary. That is, according to Tinubu. President Bola Tinubu has described his government's inauguration day first subsidy removal speech as a painful decision that was necessary for the country's economy. Nigeria's Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Malagi, again spoke the mind of the president during the quarterly meeting of the Progressive Governors Forum with commissioners of information of APC state in attendance at Mina. He urged the commissioners to arm themselves with appropriate information and data so that the country's citizens across all the states of the Federation will not only know about these reforms and programs but also understand how to access and benefit from them. One of the boldest and most consequential decisions of this administration, which is the removal of the first subsidy, was a painful but necessary reform. Beyond saving the economy from fiscal collapse, this decision has significantly blocked areas of leakage and waste in our economy. This has led to an increase in funding for the development of mega infrastructure such as Lagos Calabar Coastal Super Highway, Sokoto Badagry Super Highway, Calabar Abuja Super Highway, Kaduna Kano Standard Gauge Railway, Abuja Kaduna Kano Expressway, among others. It is therefore our duty as information managers to ensure that citizens of this country across all the states of the Federation not only know about these reforms and programs but also understand how to access and benefit from them. The quote is still long on the Punch newspaper. You might want to read further. You can get that from the Punch newspaper this morning. First subsidy removal necessary. That is coming from Tinubu. Away from the Punch newspaper now to the Vanguard newspaper. Buhari Tinubu sets up 9-man committee as burial holds today. President Bola Tinubu has approved the establishment of an interministerial committee to manage the planning and organization of a state burial for former President Muhammadu Buhari, who died on Sunday. The committee came on a day the federal government declared today public holiday in honor of the late former president. The declaration of the public holiday, which is in furtherance of the 7-day national mourning earlier declared by Tinubu, came on a day Katsina State Governor Dikorada said the late former president will be buried at 2 p.m. in Daura, Katsina State today. Yesterday was also a day heightened security presence enveloped Daura and other parts of Katsina State ahead of the arrival of Buhari's body, as former head of state Abdulsalami Abubakar said he was treated in the same hospital the late president was admitted. This is even as more tributes yesterday poured in, eulogizing the late former president. The Inter-Ministerial Committee headed by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, is charged with ensuring a dignified welfare for the late leader. A statement issued yesterday by Segun Imohiosin, Director of Information and Public Relations, listed members of the committee to include FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, members of Finance, Budget and Economic Planning, Defense, Information and National Orientation and Works. Other members are Interior Minister, Housing, Urban Development, Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Minister of Culture and Creative Economy, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Political and Other Matters, Inspector General of Police, Director General, Department of State Services, and Chief of Defense Staff. Imo Hyosin explained that the Office of the Permanent Secretary, General Services Office, GSO, will function as the committee's secretariat. That story is a long one on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Buhari, Tinubu sets up 9-man committee as burial holds today. Visa overstay. US threatens Nigerians with deportation, permanent travel ban. United States of America has warned Nigerians about overstaying their authorized period granted their visa, saying that such a violation will result in deportation and a probable permanent travel ban. This follows a series of travel restrictions and visa curbs affecting Nigerians announced by the U.S. recently as part of its ongoing immigration crackdown under President Donald Trump's administration. The U.S. mission in Nigeria announced this yesterday in a post on its X handle. If you remain in the United States beyond your authorized period of stay, you could be deported and face a permanent ban on traveling to the United States in the future. That is according to the U.S. in their post. Earlier last week, the U.S. announced an update to its visa reciprocity policy for Nigerians, limiting the non-immigrants and non-diplomatic visa to 3-month single entry, citing reciprocity policy, visa overstay, national security and wrong documentations as part of the reasons. It further announced a fresh $250 mandatory integrity fee for students, workers and tourist visas. In addition to the visa integrity fee, the bill introduces several non-waivable travel-related surcharges. That story is on the Vanguard newspaper. You can get details of that on the Vanguard. Visa overstay. US threatens Nigerians with deportation. You can start calling our studio lines to be part of the program this morning. It's 0704 700 7701 or 0707 276 6278. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, presenter.
Good morning to you.
My name is Comrade Adedoyin from Oswekiti.
Good to have you on the show, comrade.
Let me extend my condolences to the family of late ex-president Buhari. His death is a pain on our neck. He came and contributed the little he could to the development of Republic of Nigeria. Buhari, I know, is simple but frank. Buhari don't talk 90 to dozens. He has a slender arm. he has contributed immensely to the development of this nation. He never obstructed anybody from attaining or getting to his height, unlike some presidents in Nigeria who obstructed many people. Buhari will not do that. He couldn't even do that. Buhari is just a simple man, but very, very frank. Buhari is a financial chemist. He doesn't misuse Nigerian resources. He doesn't steal Nigeria. I knew as far back as 1983 when he decorated my brother as director of war against indiscipline in Lagos at the barrack. So I am sending my condolences to the family and the whole Nigeria, not only Nigeria, Africa and the world.
All right, comrade.
It will take this country a very long time to have a president like him. Good morning, presenter.
Good morning to you. Thank you for your contribution on the program this morning. May his gentle soul rest in peace. Hello, good morning.
Hello, madam.
Good morning to you, sir.
Adamimogo is on the line.
Welcome to the show.
See, I just want to talk about our ex-president, Baba Buhari. He has done his own part and he has left. Not his own regime. He tried his best. As people are saying here and there, he tried his best. But what I want to emphasize and make people know is this. Some people believe that until when they are the hands of affair of anywhere in Nigeria, that they can do good. What about you, husband? What about you, teacher? What about you in the pasata? Let us do good. It's only then that they will speak good of you. We should do good. People will talk about us. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for your contribution on the program this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
This comrade Kenny Jimo Alogu, Ekebodin University.
Good to have you on the show, sir.
And the gentle soul of our lost mother, Muhammadu Buhari, bless the prophet.
Amen.
And this is also to remember my mommy and the Nobu, the Mrs. Taiwo, Adele, a community, their family, and the Sharia and their family. For the day, I knew Buhari. The political leader in Nigeria talk good of him, but I've never met him once to beg for tuwo or shinkava. Ó lọ pẹ̀lú igi tó fi ń da màálù. Ó dìgbà bàbá onínúure. Buhari is a good man. People talk good of him. His legacy remind us serve our country Nigeria without compromise to work in whenever position we may be holding and be ready to pay the price of leadership to serve as a icon of helping others fulfill their promise.
All right, sir. Thanks for your contribution on the program this morning. And this is where we draw the curtain on the program. Until next time, till I come your way, my name is Ayomide Surulere. Many thanks for listening. Good morning.
Rhythm. Hear the soul. Only on Adamimogo 107.7 FM. The voice of the light.
Adamimogo. The beat never stops. Play the game.
Adamimogo lembo. Radio Tanye solo. Emago. Adamimogo kasiara. Radio Tanye solo. Emago. All right now. Adamimogo 107.7. Ido Ekiti Shalawata Gendo. Adamimogo 107.7. Adamimogo Ido Ekiti Shalawata Gendo. Tó bá jẹ́ ti ká ṣètò tó mọ́yán lórí. Ká polówó ọjà kájé bú bàjẹ́. Ìròyìn àsìkò tí kò lẹ́jà bákan nínú. Eré ìdárayá ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú o. Adamimogo 107.7. Ido Ekiti Shalawata Gendo. Adamimogo 107.7. Kọ́lá Michael ló ní kẹ́ máa gbọ́. Shalawata Gendo.
Jáwọ́ sí kọ́rí gbọ́ wípé Adamimogo 107.7 Ìdó Èkìtì oṣù pàṣẹ kẹrin ló ń ṣọ́ba ìra wọn. Ọlá máa níyàn bí àtìlẹ̀ kéré àánú máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wa ṣe ń tàn kárí ayé o. Adamimogo Adamimogo 7.7 Ọlọ́run gbéga Adamimogo FM 7.7 Télé dára oṣù pàṣẹ kéré ó ṣe kéré tán ọlá ọlọ́run máa ní bí àtìlẹ̀ kéré àánú sọ̀rọ̀ ayé kárí gbogbo ayé. ṣé ń gbọ́ bó ṣe ń milẹ̀ títí tó ń sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ ò tó rinlẹ̀ dòdòdò Adamimogo. ṣé ń gbọ́ bó ṣe ń milẹ̀ títí tó ń sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ ò rinlẹ̀ dòdòdò. 107.7 FM Adamimogo ìkànnì tó tayọ. ṣé ń gbọ́ bó ṣe ń milẹ̀ títí tó ń sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ ò rinlẹ̀ dòdòdò. bí rédíò stations ti pọ̀ tó Adamimogo FM ti wá yàtọ̀. ṣé ń gbọ́ bó ṣe ń milẹ̀ títí tó ń sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ ò rinlẹ̀ dòdòdò. Ìdó Èkìtì láwà o tàti ń rọ bí òwe tàti ń dá bí ẹdun. ṣé ń gbọ́ bó ṣe ń milẹ̀ títí wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ ló ń sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ ò rinlẹ̀ dòdòdò. Délé dára. ṣé ń gbọ́ bó ṣe ń milẹ̀ títí ó sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ ò rinlẹ̀ dòdòdò. jáwọn sí kárí gbọ́ wípé Adamimogo 107.7 Ìdó Èkìtì oṣù pàṣẹ kẹrin ló ń ṣọba ìràwọ̀ ọlá máa níyàn bí àtìlẹ̀ kéré àánú máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wa ṣe ń tàn kárí ayé o. Adamimogo 7.7 Ìdó Èkìtì Ọlọ́run gbéga Adamimogo FM 7.7 Ìdó Èkìtì Télé dára oṣù pàṣẹ kéré ó ṣe kéré tán ọlá ọlọ́run máa ní bí àtìlẹ̀ kéré àánú máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ayé kárí gbogbo ayé.
ojúmọ́ irọ́ ni o àwọn ọmọ ń sọ wípé bàbá àwọn ìyàwó ẹ̀ ń sọ wípé ọkọ mi gbogbo ẹbí ń sọ wípé ọmọ àwọn.
ikú pa abiri abiri kú ikú pa abiri abiri rọrùn ikú pa àkọ́kọ́ omi àkọ́kọ́ dànù ikú ògbówó kò gbóbi ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ó mẹ́rin rere lọ ọ̀gá wa bàbá wa ọláyíwọlá Sunday ọ̀yáwá lọ́jọ́ Monday ọjọ́ 12 oṣù karùn-ún ọdún 2025 owó èké kò sí ha ọláyíwọlá Sunday ọ̀yáwá ò lóun ò jẹun mọ́ ikú ló wọlé dé tó yọ ọ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn tán gan-an báyìí ní ètò ìsìnkú yóò ṣe lọ Thursday ọjọ́ 14 oṣù keje 2025 lágbé olóògbé kúrò ní Didex funeral home wá sílé wọn tó wà ní Ẹ̀sùrẹ́ road Ìfàkì-Èkìtì fún orin àṣálẹ́ onígbàgbọ́ Friday ọjọ́ 14 oṣù keje 2025 ní ìsìn ìdágbére yóò wáyé fún olóògbé ní Redeemed Christian Church of God Jubilee House Province 3 Mega Parish along Ado road Ìfàkì-Èkìtì lọ́gán ní eru fún eru eruku fún eruku erùpẹ̀ fún erùpẹ̀ yóò tẹ̀lé nílé olóògbé tó wà ní Ẹ̀sùrẹ́ road Ìfàkì-Èkìtì tí wẹ̀jẹ̀wẹ̀mú yóò sì tẹ̀lé ní pápá àṣírí tó wà lẹ́yìn àgọ́ ọlọ́pàá ní Ìfàkì-Èkìtì aya àwọn ọmọ ẹbí tọ̀rẹ́ lólóògbé fi sílẹ̀ sáyé lọ ẹ máa sùn lọ láyà Jésù olùgbàlà yín títí di ọjọ́ àjíǹde mi tí kò ní sí ìpínyà mọ́ afẹ́yín ṣùgbọ́n Jésù Olúwa fẹ́yín jù wá lọ ó dàárọ̀ o ọláyíwọlá Sunday ọ̀yáwá olùkéde gbogbo ìgbìmọ̀ ìṣàkóso iléeṣẹ́ Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ìdó Èkìtì.
Democracy is about representation, accountability and responsibility to the electorate. Justifying the mandate and delivering the dividends to the common man should be the hallmark of our politics and governance. But this can only be done if we ask questions and hold our representatives accountable. Join Oladoyin Ayebusi on the follow-up Mondays and Tuesdays from 11 a.m. to 12 noon on Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ìdó Èkìtì. Let's discuss the very important issues, interview the persons involved, find out the truth of the matter, and follow up for the good of democracy. The follow-up, where it matters.
It is another refreshing time and the health outpouring power of God as Christ Apostolic Church, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, Adamimogo, Jesus City, presents Sure Mercy of David, a yearly fasting and prayer program where God is set to heal the sick, deliver the poor, set the captives free, and save the lost. Sure Mercy of David comes up in the month of August, every Friday to Sunday, each week in the month of August 2025, as God will be using his anointed servant, Prophet Sam Olualo Baba Adamimogo, and many other great anointed men of God. Many spiritual singers will be ministering in song as well. Venue CAC, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, Adamimogo, Jesus City, Elamija Village, Lekki Epe Expressway, Lagos State. For one-on-one counseling with Prophet Sam Olualo, register at JesusCityRadio.com. Sure Mercy of David. Don't miss it.
Ta ló mọ̀ o kó wá sọ ohun tí a ń wá fún tọ̀sẹ̀ yìí o Yẹmí Adégbóyèga ó yá gbé wa rìn ta ló mọ̀ o kó wá sọ.
Gbogbo olólùfẹ́ ìkànnì Adámimógo 107.7 FM Ìdó Èkìtì ṣe ti ṣe tán ṣe ti rẹ́dì ó tún ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ta ló mọ̀.
Tẹ́ bá rí ẹjẹ́ àmọ̀ ó yá kí ìbéèrè mẹ́ta ó ṣáájú kó tọ́nà yín. Inta wa ó dé ògbà náà ayé mo dẹ̀ ń wò bá ẹ dá tí mo wá yìí mọ̀.
Mo dá mọ̀ pa bàjẹ́.
Ẹ dẹ̀ ń sọ ṣé ẹ dá mọ̀ sódà yín lójú.
Ó dá mọ̀ gan ni.
Ètò eléyìí tó wà nílẹ̀ fún yín ní sẹpẹ́ YYM tún ti ń béèrè ta ló mọ̀ ó tún ti ń wá nǹkan kí ni ti ń wá ta ló mọ̀ lẹ́tọ̀ tí ó mọ báfẹ́fẹ́ sọ̀rẹ́ ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun Tuesday látàgò 2 ọ̀sán sí 3 ta ló mọ̀ bó o bá mọ̀ ó yá pè wọlé mú béèrè kó o sì dáhùn kó o jẹ̀bùn ta ló mọ̀.
ó máa dá ẹ lójú ó yá yọ sí bọ́ńbọ́ ta ló mọ̀ o.
Bí wọ́n bá mọ̀ mo kí ọ kú oríire látàgò 2 sí 3 lẹ́ẹ̀ma pàdé ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín Yẹmí Adégbóyèga YYM ta ló mọ̀ ní ìkànnì Adámimógo 107.7 FM Ìdó Èkìtì wò ó má fà kókó ṣòfò látàgò 2 sí 3 àtọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà ń lètò yìí wà fún ọ tó o bá mọ̀ ó yá pè wọlé kí wọn náà jẹ̀bùn.
Gbogbo ènìyàn ló máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀rí ìyanu ní Jesus City lọ́dún yìí o. Nínú ìpàdé ìyanu Show Mercy of David ó ti yá.
Ó sáré iye jíjẹ tó ní pàánù tó dájú Dáfídì máa sọ ẹrù ogun kalẹ̀ lórí gbogbo èèyàn lọ́dún yìí. Show Mercy of David yearly fasting and prayer. Nípasẹ̀ fi olólórí wòlíì Sáàmù Olúwalọ́ bàbá Adamimogo. Látọjọ́ Friday 4 sí Sunday 31st August. Àánú Dáfídì tó dájú yóò ṣe àtọ́ka ìtàn. Àwọn ọmọ ológun táyé dádúró nínú ìrìn àjò àwẹ̀ àtàdúrà yìí. Ọ̀pọ̀ wòlíì máa jẹ̀mú ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn olórin ẹ̀mí bíi Bísí Aláwìyé Àlùkò, Ìlàjà Akétòdí Ọlọ́run Sọ́bẹ̀, Sarah Praise, Bọ́sì Adéwà, K Wonder, Kẹ́mi Ríobo, Táíwò Òjòdù fún ọjọ́ 21 yìí 31 days. Ní wòlíì Sáàmù Olúwalọ́ fi wà ní Jesus City. Tí gbogbo èèyàn ó sì máa láǹfààní one-on-one counseling. Gbogbo wákàtí àdúrà ní wòlíì Sáàmù Olúwalọ́. Wọ́n fi máa wà lórí ìkànnì ayélujára wọn gbogbo. Tó bá di lọ́jọ́ Friday, Saturday àti Sunday lọ́sẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Láwọn máa kóra jọ pọ̀. Ní ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ìyanu. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ní CAC Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain. Adamimogo Jesus City tó wà ní Ìlàmìjà Village. Lekki Epe Expressway Lagos.
Gbogbo ọmọ àti olùgbé ìlú Èkìtì tó ń tàwọn agbègbè ẹ̀ súnmọ́ bí ẹ wá gbọ́ ò gbọ̀ngàn ayẹyẹ tẹ́ ẹ ti lè ṣe àkànṣe ètò bí ayẹyẹ ọjọ́ ìbí àbí ìgbéyàwó ráńpẹ́ ìpàdé ọ̀rẹ́dẹgbẹ́ ìpàdé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìpàdé mọ̀lẹ́bí tó ń tonírúurú ìpàdé àti ayẹyẹ tí ò ní gbà ju 50 àbí 100 àwọn èèyàn lọ ti dé sí ìlú Ìdó Èkìtì Adamimogo Event Hall ó wà ní Adamimogo 107.7 FM láàfin Olójúdó ti Ìdó Èkìtì àyíká tó rẹwà tó sì mọ́ tónítóní pẹ̀lú oyè tó ń kúrìrì iná ọba tó dúró déédéé ààyè ìgbọ́kọ̀sí pẹ̀lú ààbò tó dájú ẹ tún lè ṣàgbéjáde àwọn ètò yín lórí àwọn ìkànnì ayélujára wa gbogbo ẹ kàn sí wa lónìí fún àkànṣe ìpàdé tó ń ta ayẹyẹ yìí tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà àbí kẹ́ ẹ pé 0803 526 5812 àbí 0916 340 0878 àti 0806 511 4430 ẹ tún lè pé 0806 380 8891 Adamimogo Event Hall gbọ̀ngàn fún ògùn ayẹyẹ.
ẹ̀yin ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ọ̀pọ̀ ìwà ọ̀daràn tí ń wáyé lásìkò yìí kéré mi kọ́ o lóòótọ́ làwọn agbófinró ń sapá tiwọn àmọ́ síbẹ̀ àwa aráàlú náà nípa tó yẹ ká kó pẹ̀lú bí àwọn ìwà ipá ṣe lùgbòrò kan bí olè jíjà ìfipábánilòpọ̀ àti ìgbìmọ̀pọ̀ láti dàlúrú tó fi mọ́ ìrédè òru èyí gan ló jẹ́ àṣàgbékalẹ̀ ètò kan tá a mọ̀ sí láwùjọ agbófinró níbi tẹ́tí máa pàdé ọmọ yín Olúnládé Agboola àṣàna ètò bí ẹni ṣàna ìyàwó lórí ètò yín ètò wa láwùjọ agbófinró pẹ̀lú bí ètò yóò ṣe máa tàn mọ́lẹ̀ síbi tó bá fẹ́ ṣókùnkùn nípa ìwà ọ̀daràn bóyá láyìíká yín àti ní agbègbè yín ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Ṣẹ́gun Tuesday lètò yóò máa wáyé bẹ̀rẹ̀ láago 8 àṣálẹ́ sáago 9 àṣálẹ́ gan lórí rédíò Adamimogo 107.7 FM ìlú Ìdó Èkìtì ẹ sì má gbàgbé o abala ọgbẹ́ ọkàn náà ò ní ṣàì wáyé lórí ètò yìí kí ni ń dùn ẹ̀yin náà lọ́kàn tẹ́ ń wá ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí ẹ fàtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ sọwọ́ sólóòtú àbíkẹ́ ẹ ṣe voice note ó pẹ́ tán wákàtí 4 kétò tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí nọ́mbà yìí 070 3498